Hello, welcome back to Lutys Chainsaw Mods. I don't know if you've just seen the video of this little Chinese Husqvarna clone thrashing the ass off me sthil ms362, but it did. It's been a while getting there, this saw has, because this is the second one that I've built. I mean, the first one will beat this 362 as well, but not quite as well as this one did. I think I did a quick calculation, and I think the sthil cut the wood in, I think it was 16 seconds, 16 or 17 seconds. This did it in 10. It's a great saw, this. It's a really great saw. It hasn't even got a square file chain. It's just got a round file chain on it. So is that one. But this, I mean, the sthil's got a brand new chain. This has got one that's just been resharpened. All right, you know. No, they're not exactly the same chains. I mean, to get the chain off that to fit this, I've got to put a kit on it and everything and what have you. And I'll be honest with you, the time difference, you know, it's close to twice as fast. So a slightly different chain, I don't think it's going to make a great deal of difference anyway. The ms362 is running quite well, to be fair. It's, you know, it's I tuned the carburetor before I used it. I ran it a little bit yesterday as well. I ran them both yesterday. This one's done a day logging now, which, you know, I was unsure it might blow up or something like that, but it hasn't. I'm really pleased with it. It's like I say, I always compare my mods to the ms362 because, to be fair, I mean, this used to be a C, a 4.8 horse. It's just an ordinary 362 now. I did a conversion on it because it was cheaper really to do that rather than buy all the bits for the M-tronic. So I did that. It does have a new cylinder in it though, and piston, this sthil, which has been lightly ported. So that should have brought it back up perhaps to the same power level as the 362 C, the M-tronic one. It should have, you know, it's gonna make a little bit more than it should. Like I say, it should be 4.6 without the M-tronic, 4.8 with the M-tronic, so it probably is pretty close to 4.8, I should imagine. So, I mean, I don't know, like I said before, that to me this Chinese Husqvarna clone, it does feel like about 6 horse, even though it's only 58cc saw. My God, it's fast. It actually cuts at 10,500 RPM, and I posted a shot of the tacho on it, revving at 18,500 RPM yesterday after I retuned the carburetor before I did the load of cutting on it with it. It was whizzing through the wood yesterday like crazy. It's fantastic. I mean, and the thing I like about this as well, it's just so light. You know, it's a nice saw. This it's a real nice saw. It's real lightweight. It's just it's a fabulous saw, to be fair. I like my 362, but you know, it's reliable. Don't get me wrong. You know, they're reliable saw. These are hard working. I mean, I looked at the stats on these things, and they only rev at somewhat like I think it's about 10,000 RPM, or might be a bit more than that, but it's around about 10,000 RPM that these rev at. Well, these Chinese ones, when you get them, they're rated at 11,000, which is a little bit more. I mean, this is now 18,500 max RPM, no load. But I think they've brought the RPMs down on these ms362s, because ultimately it's a work saw, really. You know, it's a pro work saw, this is. And I'm not saying that the Chinese one's going to last anywhere near as that. It's just a bit, it's fun, like, you know, to get them to go like that. It's quite amazing to be able to get that much speed and power out of it. And now I doubt it'll last as long. I mean, for a start off, it's working harder anyway. At those kind of RPMs, it's, you know, it's working a lot harder. So, you know, it's not likely to blooming last. But I'm just so pleased with it, you know. And the thing is, I don't log every day, you know. I log periodically, as and when I get wood. So it's just ideal for homeowner use, really. But it's really fast. It's mad fast. And the thing is, now I've got this, because I took all these modifications off this one from the first one that I did, but then I did change the piston, made the piston a lot lighter, opened up the windows a lot more. I thinned the sides of the piston, the gudgeon pin ends size, if you like, thinned down to allow more room for the transfers to push the fuel air mix onto the top of the piston. The transfers are really wide. There's no they're open on these, so when you look down the cylinder, it's just like a huge groove either side. And it's been ground out more as well. It's really open. It's open more than the first one I did as well. But I was concerned about the piston on this one because of the work I've done to it. It's crazy, you know. I just didn't think it was going to hold up, really. But like I say, it did a day's logging yesterday, and it's just done a bit of a race against this today. Still running nice. There's time for it to blow up yet, but I'm hoping it won't. I think the only thing I'd do differently is when I ground the piston, really, you should polish parts like that to make them stronger. I didn't. I just ground it and then put it in. So there's a possibility it could become unreliable. But what I'm going to do, the next one, I've got a Parker, which is a Chinese Zenoa saw. I've got a Parker, and I'm going to put the top on like this one. The Husqvarna tops, I like them. I've got a spare top, you see. I've got a spare top for these. I bought the bottom section off eBay, this piece, which is what you need to convert the Parker to this style. And obviously my lid, because this casing is off a Timber Pro, and I got it off eBay second hand. I've got to polish it up. It's a bit rough, you know, it's faded and what have you, but I can get that back to what it should be. But the lids fit on these, you see, so it'll just go straight. This will just go straight onto the Parker. I don't like the smooth top on the Parker, but it will go straight on this one. So that's what I'm going to do, because I just like the look of these saws, you know, and also you get more room to make yourself a huge air cleaner, because it's got a performance filter in this. It's not even that dirty by the looks. It's got a very big sponge performance filter in it that I make, and these filters, they breathe from the behind and the top. It breathes through the both sides, like, because ultimately it's got, this saw's got a big 362 carb on it off a Husqvarna, big intake as well and everything. It's heavily ported. The exhaust's been opened up. I've worked on the exhaust, but yeah, I'm over the moon with this thing, really over the moon with it. So the end of the day, you know, you keep at it long enough, you can get something that's amazing. I mean, if you want to see what I did to this, I mean, it's all documented on my channel, Lutys Chainsaw Mods. Everything that I've done, and I'm probably I'll do some more videos when I start doing the Parker one, and eventually I've still got plans to do this dyno, and once I do the dyno, they'll go on the dyno, and I'll see what they're pushing out. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. So thanks for watching Lutys Chainsaw Mods, and bye for now.